Hey y'all, Jeff here with Jeff's Garage Unfiltered, and welcome back to another video. And this is just kind of a continuation of the last videos, where I'm working on getting the cloth convertible top glued down. And I did this the other night, and it seems to be all glued down on this half. And what we're going to do today, or what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And this camera, I think, is set up a little bit better so that you can see what I'm doing. I did find that this E6000 self-leveling glue is acceptable. It's working. The other thing with these little clips that you get at your office supply store have worked out very well. And I did use this quick grip thing that I've had. I think my dad got this for me a long time ago. I use that on the seam where the seam lines up. So the next thing after I get that side done, which that could be another video tomorrow, the holes where the molding that went across, they're already there. And so I haven't received the molding that goes into here yet. It's on order. It's on its way. Might go ahead and get this attached tomorrow. And then I did receive the molding for the back side. And let me get the part that we have to mess with on the back side. This is the back piece that goes around, and it screws in or bolts in on the side, and then you put the fabric. The fabric comes around, glues here, and then that molding goes in here, and also the fabric glues into there. So that's a kind of a tedious bit of it, very similar to the front. And so I'll probably demonstrate that as well. And then I had already talked about, the parts that go on the bar. What I'll be using is regular spray contact adhesive for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up here to where I can start gluing across, and we'll do it from the other side, so you can so y'all can see how this is working out. It's a rainy day here in Nebraska, so I'll just work my way through and get those clamped down. Did I get all of them? Oh, there's a few more. Okay. And then this will, we'll have this part done. There won't be any UE this weekend, so we're just doing this to, keep on going. And this glue isn't too bad. Just got to make sure I don't get it on everywhere else. And I've just been squeezing it out of the tube, getting it on those spots, and it stinks too. I think I picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue. Oh, wait a minute, that's from the movie Airplane. Whew, that does stink. Okay, where's my lid? There's the lid. All right. And I was pretty liberal with that glue. The key piece is letting it get set up for a period of time, and this is not a contact adhesive, so you just glue one side of it. All right, I'm going to start this gizmo. Pretty simple to do. It's just patience. And then, once I line up the holes, I'll take a punch and punch through the fabric, and then attach that molding. Well, I need to get a little more glue in that corner. And there we go. And I'll probably come out here and push on it a little bit, because these clamps are not real. They don't clamp really hard, but it will hold it in there to where the glue will dry. And I've got a fan going up there, which is allowing the air to move. But yeah, there we go. And then and I don't remember when we took it off, but I'm going to guess once we put the molding on, then I'll cut the fabric so that it's even along the edge of that molding, so that you don't have that overlapping of fabric. But there we go. That is set to sit there and dry. I also have the other pieces, the above the window pieces. They're on order. They'll probably be here Monday, Tuesday of this week. So now the next thing I'm going to work on, and I might do a video, and that'll be a little bit later today maybe, is this piece that's right here on the cover. Now I'll probably use the same. I'll probably use contact adhesive for the part that wraps around, and I'll have to cut. I'll have to cut this out, and I'll just do that on video. I'll just do that maybe on the deck or something at a table. But I'd like to get that done. But see, it glues underneath as well. So the same process, it wraps over the metal piece that goes into these little holes, and then this part wraps around and then glues on the bottom. So the same principle will apply, but I may want to try and use something that is not a self-leveling, but we'll see. But this, being it's self-leveling, I don't want that up as much. So okay, so I'll leave that alone and let it do its thing. You know, the car's coming back together. I do want to talk a little bit about in a couple weeks. There's the Power Tour with Hot Rod Magazine's Power Tour that they're going down Route 66. Now, my job has taken me. I work in Joplin a lot, or have been, and I'm still working out some details, but my company, our warehouse is located on Route 66 and is the final pit stop that's along the route, right there in Joplin, Missouri. And so I'm trying to work some details out that I might actually be there. In support of the company I work for, but B, I'm hoping to maybe meet some of the people that the YouTubers that have influenced me, and one being Randy from Auto Auction Rebuilds. I think he's driving a car. I think he's driving a car in the Power Tour, and Monkey Wrench Mike, who went with him last year. I'm hoping that they pair up and they do that, because ultimately the Power Tour ends up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is where Monkey Wrench Mike lives. And so I'm hoping that I can work out the details to where I can be down in Joplin, supporting my company, and B, being the internet provider. Hopefully we get it, because we're building the Joplin area, and we don't have this area quite lit up yet as far as the fiber optics, but hopefully we'll be able to provide internet access, extremely high-speed internet access for the pit stop area. So they're coming through the parking lot of the warehouse area that we have leased. It's an old Walmart store, so there could be a lot of activity going on with that. So hopefully I can work out the details. As far as I provide the company and be able to talk to people about the fiber optic internet and things like that. So more to come on that. And if I get it all worked out, I will let y'all know. And then if you happen to be on the Power Tour, if you happen to drive on the Power Tour, that'd be a good opportunity to meet me as well. So keep watching. It could be exciting. This would be and I'll probably go on YouTube Live, do YouTube Live, while it's actually taking place. So I don't expect a lot of the, several people on the Power Tour to stop and hang out for a while. I mean, the end game is to get to Tulsa, and the overnight stay is actually in Springfield, Missouri. So it's about an hour-ish or so from Springfield to Joplin. And Route 66 does go right through Joplin, you know, the old Route 66, which is 7th Street. So could be exciting. So that is something to look forward to. I would take a car down. However, I'd have to trailer it, and this would be the one I'd want because this is a more of a classic. But I might end up taking the Thunderbird down to you know, to have there as far as the power tour. But we'll see if I can even do that. Thanks for watching. Keep up to date. Hit subscribe. Hit the reminder because I'll have more on that if I'm able to go down there. Have a great day and be safe out there. And you see my backdrop? See what I got to deal with?